has gifted things and he's trying to take them back because that's what he does. That's what he does. He gives you something. As soon as you don't do something he likes or you don't go along with him, he takes everything back, or at least he tries to. I am the 100% owner of Blue Moon Entertainment. I have proof of it. I have got an attorney. He lies. He stands in front of houses that we don't know who the hell they belong to. The police gets called and he swears he owns the house, that I bought the house and gifted it to somebody. It was all a lie. The police had to show up and tell him that he can't address it that way and that he can't come back. Me, Ryan, and Brandon were all business partners. But now they're mad at me and they're cutting me out and trying to say that everything that I've done is fraudulent. Blue Moon solely belongs to me. Brandon wrote checks out of it because I allowed him to be administrator on it, so they can't act like they didn't know it didn't exist. It was put in place to protect him from himself. And now I got to protect myself and my sons. This is to protect him because he can't stop bullying people online long enough to fucking have a clear thought. I can't go anywhere. I am done crying. Now I'm effing mad. I am very sorry for everybody who Ryan Upchurch has bullied online. I am so sorry, Katie, even though what you did was shady and not nice. You weren't there for the right reasons, but I still don't think you deserve to get what you got online and are still getting today. Nicole Arbor, I don't know what happened with you guys in the studio. He makes a lot of promises, but as soon as he's pissed, he takes those promises back. So I apologize for what my son has done to you. Zana May, I am sorry for what he's done to you because I know what it's like to be bullied now. I can't even go to the grocery store. And Kylie Rodney's family, I am very sorry. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. Also, sorry, Chase Matthews, because I'm in the same boat you are now. Everybody is harassing me out in public. I can't go anywhere, all because he's so mad that you made a decision that he didn't want you to make. And I said it to him, and I'll say it, and I said it to his guards, and I've said it to other people. If anything happens to me, it is either one of his followers behind it or one of his people that's closest to him. I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of people wiping their fucking feet on me when I've done nothing but try to protect him from himself. You can't help somebody with that thinks like that. What he is doing to people is dangerous because the following that he has, somebody's going to want a white knight for somebody. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to run in and be the hero and like off, Upchurch's mom or off, oh my God, what's her name? Nicole Arbor or like kick James Matthews out because their leader said so. This is what we're dealing with. This is dangerous behavior, and I'm done sitting down. I am done. I'm done. So there's my statement, y'all. I'm ready, and I will be in court for the next 10 years. I do not care because nobody's running over me anymore. I am sick of it. I had been deprived of sleep because of this narcissistic behavior. I get good sleep now. I can finally sleep for the first time since all this shit has happened. And actually, it goes back even before because this is not new behavior. It's just new behavior with more money and cult following. You have humiliated me online. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm dead online. You may as well have posted a fucking sex tape of me because I don't care anymore. You can post whatever you want because everything that you've already done, it can't be taken back. And that goes for every family who has had to endure this bullshit from my son. So let's go. Let's go to court. I'm ready. We got to go all the way back to Redneck Nation and everything. This is going to go back. So let's all get ready to audit every fucking thing and say, who came up with race hell and eat cornbread? My son Austin has worked his ass off for you and you are shitting on him. I'm fighting for them and everybody else that you've shit on.
Hello, everybody out in YouTube land. Upchurch.
Can you guys hear me now? Because my thing's moving. Okay, I'm going to go to present. I want to load this video. I just don't think this should have been brought to YouTube, but since they brought it, let's get into it. Al, did you see the crazy stuff going on with Charlotte? I mean, hey, good Gumby, enjoy your walk. Okay, let's go to Ryan Upchurch's dad and what he had to say. And then I'm going to play some of Ryan's responses.
This right here, folks, will be the last video you see me do. I don't
Mm.
care who comes back and says what, or how or when. This is it for me. I'm not a YouTuber.
This is his dad's second video.
Unfortunately, it was an attempt to reach out to my son.
This one is from Shotgun
who I
Shane.
think is having a breakdown due to the fame. Not really the fame, but what comes along with it. The stress. He's handled it so well for years. But I've sat and I've debated over everything and sitting and taking the time to think about what I know and the way his life has been. I think the stress has finally got to my son, Ryan.
Okay. In this video, this is his second video, he says that it's the stress. But in his first video, he clearly said that it was DRUGS situation. I'm a little quiet. Maybe I need to turn my volume up. But yeah, he had a lot to say in his first video, which I'll play it. It's about, hey, Rockabit. He accused Ryan of a lot of things. This is the second video. Like I said, it's his second, but why does it make me go out every time I want to stop and pause? This drives me nuts. I've got to figure that out.
That's from people who are fake as fake can be. The fake friends.
And this is from Shotgun Shane's channel.
I think,
guys, check him out. That's where I got the clip from.
You know, when you feel like nobody's real and everybody in your world is fake, in Ryan's own words, you know, he said, I don't have a friend anymore. Everybody wants something. They may come to my house and act excited to see me, but before they leave, they have interest in something I own or ask me to help them do something. And there's been lots of family members that have acted like he's the bank and, you know.
Okay, but my question to you is, Mr. Upchurch, you didn't say anything like that to this extent in your first video. You pretty much went after your son, called him a lot of things, including having issues with DRUGSs. So now you're coming out and saying all this. It should have been stated in the first place. Of course, people are using him, including family. The rich and famous always say that.
I guess what I'm trying to say is the pressure from everything of the fame and fortune. Ryan done it on his own. He's an incredible artist.
But you didn't say this stuff
He has
before.
crazy writing skills. We knew that from the very beginning. But I think, and I may be wrong, I have no idea because I still have no contact with Ryan. But I think the pressure from the business and the people around him, not just the immediate people around him, but all the people around him, come at him for money, and cars and trucks. And You old heads out there,
Okay,
you know.
I'm coming.
Man,
I want to say bye.
when that old kind ass old boy starts just handing out
Gotta
stuff,
mute for a
man,
second, guys. My hubby's leaving
it's
for
like
work.
feeding a fucking cat. You know, they don't go away. But anyways, my thing there is just I don't really know what's going on with Ryan Steele. I don't know. I have a clue what I've done to him for this to start, but I'm scratching it up in my head that the stress of it all has finally got to him. But I'd like to say something to Uncle Will. You caught me on a bad day, Hoss. I had spent a month trying to reach out to my son to find out what was going on. I was being told things that a father don't want to hear about his son. It sounded to me like he needed some major mental help, and that he might be a threat to himself. And probably hadn't slept in a good week. Not really, no real sleep. I couldn't reach out to him. He's cutting brothers off, and I just couldn't get an answer from anybody. And then that video came out where he was ranting again, and then I see Uncle Will's video, and
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna
I
stop
still to
this
this
one.
day I believe that a man
We're not
should
stopping
keep
enough.
his nose out of another man's
So I had to
business.
say goodbye, my hubby.
Ryan Upchurch is my son, no matter what anybody says.
Okay. Now this is to me sounds like a dad that really does care, but unfortunately, this is and even in his first video, I could tell he does care, but the whole family saga has been a nightmare, which I'm getting ready to show you. There is no part of the entertainment world where people don't get greedy. It's a part of the life. Get over it or get out. That's fact. Yeah, but I'm sure it's still. I went to external speakers and can hear now. Okay, yeah, this is really low, this volume on this video, and I've tried everything to turn it up. I I went back and looked at a lot of Upchurch's stuff, and there's been a long family history of. I mean, he'll tell you. I'm going to play you a video where he grew up with his parents hating each other. That's awful, and that his mom always telling him how no good he was, and how his grandparents basically raised him, and just never being told I love you, or there's just a lot more to it than what other I've seen other creators putting it all on him. Yes, Ryan has his problems. He's done a lot of crap. But when I seen the look in his eyes the other day in that video, I was like, yeah, okay. There's more to it, and I'm not defending the stuff he's done because he's done some horrible things to people. But this is more than one side.
He's Patty's son, no matter what anybody says. And to be quite honest, it's nobody's business what's
You're
going
putting
on.
it out here.
And I know Ryan is the one that stuck it out there.
No,
for whatever reason.
No. Ryan did stick it out there. First, his mother did, Patty, and then you went and did that interview. Your first interview where you accused him of some things. So y'all have been putting it out there. It's not just one-sided here.
Do not know where I come involved in this whole thing. And if Ryan, if you're listening, son, I just would love just you to answer that for me in any form or fashion. I don't wish anything bad on you. You know that. But getting back to Uncle Will, I'm sorry. This video may go sidetracked 5 times. I'm just some old dumb fucker that paints for a living. But I called you a stupid motherfucker. No, I'm sorry. I called you a stupid son of a bitch. And I'll be quite honest, man. After I calmed down later that day and thought about that,
But
I
there you
really,
go. That's why you should have never did that first video, though, because you put out a lot of crap in that video. You said a lot of things, which I'm going to find to play, because you're totally different in this video than you were the first one. But I'm only going to play a couple more minutes of this because I want to get
truly
into
felt
Brian's
like a
side
piece
of
of
it.
shit. And I'll tell you why.
Oh, someone's at my door.
Because that's one thing that I will not tolerate for anything. I've got the best mother in the world. My mother was God sent for sure. Anybody that knows who my mother is, don't have one bad word to say about her. And my mom used to beat every kid's ass in the neighborhood. And that's no shit. I've got friends today, and when we were kids, they hated my mom. But they ask me about her every time I see them. You know, they love my mom. She's just the best thing.
I'm sorry about that. I had a doorbell, but I want to get into some of Ryan. And there was one before this I got to find from him. But this is his aunt's video in response to his dad's first video accusing Ryan of all kind of things. And this is from Shogun Shane as well.
My mother is.
Wait,
don't have one bad word to say about her.
Okay, now this is Uncle Will, who did the first video, I believe.
Do you love getting high, but smoking hurts your lungs?
No.
I've got you covered. You need to try.
Sorry.
Share this video once I post. Because I keep my
Ryan
life.
Upchurch's aunt defending the stuff that his parents have said about him, and then I'm going to get into the Ryan stuff.
Private. I don't put my life out there online. But I need this video to reach my sister.
Hi, Hi, Snowbird.
Because she has me blocked on a lot of platforms. But I'm going to share it on YouTube, and she don't have me blocked on there. But I need her to see this because she done fucked up.
Kelly did the news
and put my kid's name out her mouth. I've stayed out of everything, Patty, that has to do with you and your kid, and Ronnie. To both of y'all brought my kid's name out your mouth. Now game on. Game on. I got you. You think it's cute. First of all, Ronnie, you called him Billy. Then you called him Hillbilly. And then my dumbass sister decided that she'd join in and call him Hillbilly too. That motherfucker's got a name. And his name is Billy. And that's what he will be addressed as, but not by you two dumb fucks. You will keep his name out your fucking mouth. And that's what you'll do. You ain't got a right to bring his name up. Unless I say you can.
Quit crying.
Especially online. I don't give a fuck what you think. His name will stay out your mouth. I stayed out your business with your child because that's your business. It's none of mine. But now that you brought my kid in it, it's my business. It's mine. Oh. So let's get real.
And they did. Because I guess he works for Ryan, and Ryan purchased him a house and which Ryan said himself. And they had his parents had a lot to say about that. But Ryan says that he's worked for him for a long time and he busted his butt for him. And, I mean, that's not my business. But they said some really awful things about him too, about the drug use and stuff.
Real here. Since y'all want to be fake asses online, let's get how y'all really are out there. Since y'all brought mine in it. Since I've been quiet and stayed on the sideline and let y'all be fake, let's tell how y'all really are. Since y'all want to bring my kid in it, let's get it out there. Because Ronnie, you forget I've known you since you're 19. And Patty, my whole life I've known you. That's okay, but we're going to get it out there now. Patty, you ain't about shit. You ain't never been about shit. I've had your back your whole life since I was a little kid. I fought your battles. You ain't done shit. You didn't raise Ryan. Mom and Dad did. And that's the truth. You didn't raise him. Neither did you, Ronnie. You didn't raise Ryan. Mom and Dad did. And don't say you did because you didn't. Y'all never raised that kid.
Now, Ryan has stated that himself, and he's also stated about how he never heard the words, I love you or I'm proud of you, which you're going to hear in his video coming up.
And he ain't on drugs. I'm around him every fucking day. Every day I'm around him. And when I'm not around him, Billy is. And for y'all to sit online and call him anything but his name is fucking sad as a parent. It's fucking sad.
That I do.
I've heard y'all call him the leader. He leads a cult. It's fucking sad, man. It's fucking sad. That's your child that you birthed, Patty. What kind of mom does that online, man? What kind of mom does that, man? I'm so embarrassed for anybody to know that I'm your sister. I don't even tell nobody that I know you, man. Nobody knows that I know you. I hate that we have the same fucking face, man.
Wow.
And for you to be like, I can't even go out in public. I go out in public every day. And nobody notices. So don't act like you can't go nowhere. Don't act like it. I promise you nobody notices you outside, man. Nobody gives a fuck who you are.
Sure
You ain't got it that bad. And Ronnie, dude, don't act like he ain't done nothing for you, man.
Now, I'm kind of sure they do now, seeing as how everything's out on the internet. But from the get-go, Ryan, when he started on YouTube, he always said he was doing a documentary series, a docu-series on what it's real life to be rich and to be a musician, a famous musician. He has said it from the get-go. And they put a lot of stuff out online. So pretty sure people know who she is in that small town. But anyway.
Man, he's paid your employees more than once, man. He's pulled you out of the hole 1,000 fucking times. So don't act like he ain't done shit for you. Don't act like all he did was buy you a truck or give you a few cars, man. That kid has pulled you out of the hole, dude. You owe him respect, man. And don't get online and talk about you whoop somebody, dude. I've watched you bitch out more than once. You ain't never had your head stomped in, dude. You bitch out. You are
That's getting deep, but yeah. I still think money is the root of a lot of it. But that's just my opinion.
a chicken shit. And everybody that knows you knows it, dude. I've known you since you were 19 years old. You ain't about shit either.
Wait a minute.
I'm so tired of y'all being fake asses online, man. You ain't about it. Y'all got all these people thinking y'all are something y'all are not. Y'all forget there's people out there that know y'all. I'm so tired of the fake shit y'all are posting online, man. Y'all are parents. And I don't care if you raise.
I do have to agree with that part. I don't think none of this should have been online. But since it is, oh, you let the dog out.
Or not, act like it. Stop embarrassing your kid online and calling him a leader. He's got a name and it's Ryan Edward. Start calling him that. Give him the respect he earned. That kid has built something and he deserves the respect for what he's built. And he did it by himself. And Patty, you get on here and you talk about how you worked. How you worked. 2 jobs. Patty, when? I've been here. We got the same fucking blood, man. When? Mom and Daddy kept you up for a long time, man. For a long time. I sit here and I watch your shit, man, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, that gets really deep. That gets really deep. Bye-bye.
Man. Y'all are so fake, dude. So fake. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, man, but you know what? I own up to them. I've made a lot of mistakes with my kids, and I apologize for it. That's what you do when you're grown. And you own up to what you do, man. You don't get online and you create this whole fake life that's not real.
Sorry, guys, my dog.
I don't understand you guys, dude. Y'all tell all this shit online that's fake as fuck and act like nobody in the world knows y'all. Ryan is not on drugs, man. I'm with that kid every day. And I'm not. Billy is, not fucking hillbilly. And Patty, Do you remember at Mama's when you was talking shit about Johnny Gobble or Goble or whatever the fuck that nigga's name is?
Oh, watch that mouth. No, 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 no,
How
no,
he's
no, no.
harassing you
don't talk like
sexually,
that. I don't care who you are.
sending you a share this
You don't
video
talk like that.
once I post it because I keep my life private. I don't put my life out there online, but I need this video to reach my sister because she has me blocked on a lot of platforms.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. That is not acceptable, and that word should never be used for any reason. And shame on you. Shame on you. And I'm gonna have to delete that out of my video. Whoa, I missed that part.
But I'm gonna share it on YouTube, and she don't have me blocked on there. But I need her to see this because she done fucked up and put my kid's name out of her mouth.
Right, I'm done with the ant. That pissed me off. I didn't know that was out there. Oh, this computer's giving me a hard time. I'm getting to Ryan's video where he starts his own responses. No pause. Wow. The ant said too much in my opinion. I didn't know she was gonna go that deep. Thank you. Alright guys, I'm trying to find I had it saved. Where did it go? Okay, that's not what I want. Alright. Alright. I'm really sorry about that. I will delete that. I will go in and edit that out of my live. I could not believe she said something like that. That was disgusting. That just upsets me to no end. Okay, now I'm going back to his first live where he addresses his mom. Wow, I'm still forward at that language. How do people get on and talk like that? And if they talk like that on YouTube, they'll talk like that in real life. That's just disgusting to me. That's disgusting to me. Okay, where's the one from the 12th? Where he addresses his mom. Was it 3 months? Was it? Maybe it's not on fans. Maybe it's on his channel. Let me try. I had it saved. I don't know what happened to it. Sorry, guys. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, YouTube is really glitching today. Huh. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Come on. Where the heck did it go? Should be right here. I don't know why it's not on my save list, YouTube. That's 325. No, I need that. 2. I think this is one of them. Here's Ryan. But I'm going to mute it because
it's a company.
I have got an attorney.
Well, yeah, of course you have an attorney.
I'm going
Everyone
to
has
check this out, but I don't want to play his music.
I don't care if I have to drag.
because he'll strike for the music. And let's get into it. And this is Ryan's response
My gloves
to
are off
Mom.
now. My gloves are off now. And this, I don't care. If I have to drag it out for the next 5 years in court, I will.
I need a fucking bunk bed in the courtroom.
To prove that all the slanderous things my son has been saying about me are exactly that. It's effing slander. Now I am standing up for my other 3 sons who have written music for him.
Well, damn. The thing I'm most proud of, writing all my own songs. You know they didn't write no songs. Why would you lie about that? Because I know they're not going to stand behind that. And if they do stand behind you and lie about that, well, then they're stupid as well. I don't think they are. But if
But, you know, that's one thing Ryan has always spoke out about that he's been very proud of is how he never signed with a label and he's built his own career and writes his own songs. Hey, Hopi, good to see you. Have they not heard of mailing a letter, leaving a note or a voicemail or even a face-to-face? Yeah, I have a I have a hard time understanding why people put some of this shit online. Yeah, I agree, Rock. But you know what? It's out here, and people are, like I said, there's some things with Ryan watching these response videos. If you look at his face and his eyes, you can see there's actually genuine hurt. And the last one he just did the other day is really telling, in my opinion. But you know, again, let me add my banner. This is covered under fair use, and it is just my opinion. There, I keep forgetting to add my banner. There we go. Got my banner. I keep forgetting to do that. I gotta start remembering to do that before, because I know Ryan will strike you. That's why I'm gonna try stopping it a lot to do commentary. Oh wait, well, Zoria, there's more coming. It's something. He has videos of him going to the houses that were supposedly bought with his money by his mother. From what I'm hearing on the YouTube streets, her bank accounts have been frozen. I don't know if it has anything to do with any of that, but we'll get into that with his other video. But this is him reacting to his mom's video.
they are, well, I'll disown them as well.
Who he has gifted things and he's trying to take them back.
When have you ever heard about me giving something to somebody and being like, oh, no, give me that back? I'm an Indian giver.
Because that's what he does.
I'd love to see that somewhere.
That's what he does. He gives you something. As soon as you don't do something he likes or you don't go along with him, he takes everything back, or at least he tries to.
But what you don't understand is you should have never brought it to YouTube. You should have never made that video and put it out. That's your son. At the end of the day, that is your mother, Ryan. And Patty, that is your son. And be thankful that you still have each other. Because some of us don't have our children. We don't get the opportunity to hug them or tell them we love them other than going to their gravesite. Y'all, you have each other. Forget about the freaking money. That money is destroying you guys. And for what? For what? Because I would give anything to have that one last minute to just hug my son. You have no idea how lucky you people really are.
What's been going on?
Oh, yeah.
In this, I don't care. If I have to drag it out for the next 5 years in court, I will.
Because it's about money.
I need a fucking bunk bed in the courtroom.
To prove that all the slanderous things my son has been saying about me are exactly that. It's effing slander. Now I am standing up for my other 3 sons who have written music for him.
Well, damn. The
No,
thing
I
I'm
really
most
won't.
proud of. I don't think they are. But if they,
Sorry, guys.
what other money was made through Blue Moon besides with me? Yes.
I want to go back to this a little
And
bit. It's
the
about
money goes
Blue
to the booking.
Moon, which I believe that's the label he started himself. Oh, come on, internet.
I have proof of it.
Yes, yes. You are a part of Blue Moon because it's a company that we created within our family. Yeah. It was the booking company to book Ryan Upchurch for shows.
Oh,
What other money was made through Blue Moon besides with me? Yes. And the money goes into the booking company and everyone gets paid. You just don't get to take what you want out of it. It's a company.
I have got an attorney.
Well, yeah, of course you have an attorney. Everyone has an attorney that comes up against me. I'm worth like $20 million.
wow.
Attorneys will crawl out of the fucking sewers. No pun intended on the sewer thing, since I've been sued a lot.
Yeah.
But look at my court cases. They speak for themselves.
He lies. He stands in front of houses that we don't know who the hell they belong to.
Paperwork to houses say who they go to.
The police gets called, and
He's right about that, though. And he does have the paperwork, and he's went to some of these houses. And dude even stood there and waited for the police to come, which boggles my mind. But this Blue Moon thing was about his tours and his concerts, not the actual record label that he created. So she had access to all this money, and I don't know. Oh, it's a mess. It's just a hot mess.
he swears he owns the house.
No. We were just checking because there was a house that had a prior document that had my name on it, and then it was in someone else's name. So we were checking what that was about. We found out. The people inside the home, when we knocked on the door, they're the ones that told us to come back 20 minutes later.
They did. I seen the video.
What else do you want to know?
That I bought the house and gifted it to somebody. It was all a lie.
It wasn't a lie or a truth. We were just looking at documents and politely knocking on doors, saying, hey, do you know why my name is on this? Oh, it's because this reason. Oh, okay. Have a nice day.
But why didn't you just have your attorney handle that, Ryan? Why did you feel the need to go out there and handle it yourself? That's what you pay them, all them big bucks that you're paying to all these attorneys for. And that way there could have been no question. So, I don't know.
That doesn't sound fierce at all. Do you know why? Because it ain't.
The police had to show up and tell him that he can't address it that way and that he can't come back.
Well, yeah, the police did tell me not to come back because I had no reason to be there. After I found out what I needed to, there's no reason for me to be there. So he said, yeah, don't come back.
Yeah, he
Don't,
showed them
why are you acting
videos.
like I was being like super rowdy? There's body cam footage, dude. I'm sure somebody could be like, hey, can I see the body cam footage? Or some shit. I don't know, get a warrant to see the body. There's ways to look at the footage, woman. I'm literally sitting in my truck playing a fucking skateboard game.
Yeah, he waited.
Me, Ryan, and Brandon were all business partners. Business partners.
Really? And what part of the business did you do? Not anything that I told you to do. Like taxes, finances, land taxes, greenbelt taxes. So what did you do? I would love to know.
But now they're mad at me and they're cutting me out. And
I mean, I don't know about him, but I am. I mean, when I'm told my taxes are being done for years and years and years and they're never done, appointments were made for you to go and you didn't show up to any appointments. At least that's what the tax place is telling me. I mean, and the taxes ain't done, so, you know, looks like a zebra, walks like a zebra, is probably a motherfucking zebra, right? But thank God for Brandon because now my shit's good. And it's all getting done like it's supposed to.
Trying to say that everything that I've done is fraudulent.
I wouldn't say everything, but a few things. Yep.
Blue Moon solely belongs to me. Brandon wrote checks out of it because I allowed him to be administrator on it, so they can't act like they didn't know it didn't exist.
Well, yeah, every artist is aware of what booking company books their shows. Doesn't mean you have to be aware of all the money that's unrightfully coming out of it.
It was put in place to protect him from himself.
What the fuck does that mean? Okay, hold on. So you're saying the booking company was put in place to...
You see how this gets? I don't know. I just really think that a lot of this is all about the money. It's all about the money. The lifestyle that you're used to that, you know, when you get cut off, it, you know, I don't know.
save me from myself. No, the booking company is there just to book my shows. What? Oh, Lord.
And now I got to protect myself and my sons.
Now you got to protect yourself from what? A minute ago, you were protecting me, from the booking company that only, books me. And now you're trying to save you from me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing nothing to you. What are you talking about? If your problem is with me and I'm ignoring you, what? Just don't make sense, man.
This is to protect him because he can't stop bullying people online long enough to fucking have a clear thought.
Is that what it is? Sure, why not?
I can't go anywhere.
I mean,
What's been going on?
lately he's been really calm. Just posting these response videos to them, to what they're doing, and somehow it skipped ahead again. Yeah, he hasn't done none of them off the walls theory videos and messing with people's names, and like he did with Ickmel, which he owes Ickmel a major apology. He is so lucky Mel didn't sue him. Like he said, he gets sued a lot, but what he did with Mel, come on, Ryan, even you got to know, in that warped little head, that was wrong. And the stuff with Kylie Rodden, come on, dude, you're not that far out there. Like I think you're trying to make it seem that way, though. I don't know. Sometimes some of the most talented people are the most out there. I mean, yeah. Let's see if I can go right back to where we left off.
It was in someone else's name, so we were checking what that was about. Self. No, the booking company is there just to book my shows. What? Oh, Lord.
And now I got to protect myself and my sons.
Now you got to protect yourself from...
Sorry,
Ryan.
is glitching.
How dare you rush this woman to the hospital and get her checked out because she thinks she was roofied? Man, you're such a horrible son, you are.
Xana May, I am sorry for what he's done to you.
God damn.
Because I know what it's like to be bullied now. I can't even go to the grocery store.
I call bullshit.
And Kylie Rodney's family, I am very sorry.
Man, you're doing a good job at telling all these trending internet situations. Sorry. Makes sense if you want to, destroy me. Yeah, let me go through and pick out every
Brian, come on
every
now,
conflict
dude.
he got into. I
Come
know
on
he didn't.
now, you got to admit that your so-called off-the-wall theories, conspiracy theories, whatever you want to call them, about the Rodney case, you were wrong, dude. Big wrong, and you shouldn't. Dude, instead of putting that kind of stuff out there, just zip it. Go make a song. Go play on one of your trucks or your four-wheelers or whatever it is you do. But dude, come on, you at least got to see that part of it. I don't know.
I'm going to name all those people and be like, I'm sorry to all y'all. I also hate my son now, too. You're great at strategies. You're wonderful.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with him.
Yeah, something's terribly wrong with me. It's a tragedy.
Also, sorry, Chase Matthews.
Oh, nope. Can't leave out him. Yeah, no, get back here, you little holler boy. It's a very weird thing to watch.
There's a lot of names, isn't there? He's been problematic, and he's done some off the wall stuff. But yeah, the list just keeps growing.
But hey, I'm here for it.
Because I'm in the same boat you are now. Everybody is harassing me out in public. I can't go anywhere.
But you,
All because he's so mad that you made a decision that he didn't want you to make.
Well, that sounds kind of gay. And plus, it's not true.
Why
I think
do
everyone
you-
who's watching this read the articles and seen all the videos.
no.
I've showed everybody why I was mad. It was because I said, hey, Chase going mainstream was Ryan Upchurch's idea. So, you know, me being against mainstream, I was like, hey, asshole, that's not my idea. Fuck you for saying it.
You'll have nice language.
And that's all.
And I said it to him, and I'll say it, and I said it to his guards.
But Patty, you're complaining about being harassed out in public. You put this video out yourself. Why? Why not just go to your son? Or like in my comments, like T. Kelly said, you know, even if you can't do face to face, there's text messages, there's Messenger, there's Snapchat, there's email, there's general mail. There's ways to reach out. Why would you? And if you had attorneys, why would they let you come public with the stuff you're saying? This is your son. At the end of the day, you're the mom.
And I've said it to other people. If anything happens to me, it is either one of his followers behind it or one of his people that's closest to him.
Are you implying they're going to kill you? What the fuck? Why would you say that?
I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of people wiping their fucking feet on me.
Where are all these people doing all these imaginary things you're talking about?
When I've done nothing but try to protect him from himself.
You have got to stop saying that, dude. It sounds creepy. Because, I mean, you're not. And plus, I'm 30. I can take care of myself, dude. You got to stop saying weird shit. Stop. You ain't got to protect me. You're not protecting me. I mean, I know it sounds good, but that's just not true. Taking money that I've earned to buy other people's houses and then signing the houses over into other people's names is not trying to protect me. In no way, shape, or form does anybody watching this think, oh, yep, that's definitely protecting. No. What the
Supposedly, word is that there were some houses bought that was to be investments for rental properties or something, and somehow it didn't materialize. But, you know, it gets worse. Wait, it's not just Ryan or not just Patty. It's drinking, DRUGS's money, and petty jealousy. And Ryan stopped calling things. Yeah, that pisses me off. I don't understand. I've actually commented on him about some of the words he uses, some of his language. I'm like, dude, you're worth $20 million. Buy a freaking dictionary. Because the words you're using are wrong and disgusting. And it's not words I would use, and I'm sorry, but I would have never done this. But then, you know, we're not rich and famous. We don't, I know a lot of them bring out their drama. Baba, will you please lay down? Come here. You are such a big baby. I should do a whole live about my dog being a spoiled baby. You know I love you, Jesus, right?
You can't help somebody with that thinks like that.
Things like what? Like what?
What he is doing to people is dangerous.
God.
Will somebody please tell me what it is I'm doing? Please. Because I sure as fuck don't know. Besides working.
Because the following that he has, somebody's going to want a white knight for somebody.
Want a what?
You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to run in and be the hero and like off, you know, Upchurch's mom or off,
No,
you know.
come on now. You're going to extreme here.
Oh my
Patty.
God, what's her name? Nicole Arbor. Or like kick Jace Matthews' ass out in public just because their leader said so.
Nobody gives a shit about what any of those people are doing. I haven't even mentioned them.
This is what we're dealing with. This is dangerous behavior, and I'm done sitting down.
What? Where's all this danger at? Please.
Yeah, if there was so much danger, Patty, you would have never done this video in the first place and other videos. Wow. But do fans go to extremes for these people? 1000% they do. And I didn't like the fact that he put anything out there about his brothers and sisters, because he does have extreme fans that follow him, and who knows?
Point me in the direction of all this danger.
I am done. I'm
Okay,
done.
You're done.
So there's my statement, y'all. I'm ready, and I will be in court for the next 10 years. I do not care.
Okay, he's gonna play music and get me struck, right?
All over some paper you can't take with you in the afterlife. Ain't that some shit? Appreciate it, Mom.
Did you notice the tone and the look on his face? I think this is truly hurting him. I think this is truly tearing him up.
Nobody's running over me anymore. I am sick of it. I have been deprived of sleep because of this narcissistic behavior. I get good sleep now.
Come over here and lay down.
You ain't getting no sleep because you can't get off the cell phone. Put the damn cell phone down, you get some sleep. God.
I can finally sleep for the first time since all this shit has happened. And actually, it goes back even before, because this is not new behavior. It's just new behavior with more money and cult following. You have humiliated me online. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm dead online. You may as well.
I don't know if I quite call it a cult following. I mean, that's a big word there, Patty. I don't know. That's a big word. But does he have extreme fans? I'm sure he does. A lot of the famous do. They usually go after the star they're so obsessed with, like the lady that goes to his property with a Bible on Sunday because apparently she knows he doesn't have security on Sundays. Yeah. Okay.
Posted a fucking sex tape of me because I don't care anymore.
Oh,
I don't even
stop.
I don't even know what to say to that. That is not something you say to your son.
You see his face in that? Did y'all see his face in that? Hi, Pecan Pie. My dog is driving me crazy, guys. I'm sorry if you hear him. He is so spoiled. He's accused her, but no proof so far. Yeah, but I think there might be some paperwork out there and I do believe there's lawyers involved because of this Blue Moon company. So yeah, I've never heard nothing. She's the only one that's ever mentioned that, Zoya, about that kind of a tape. I honestly, Ryan has done a lot of crap, but I really don't believe he'd ever do something like that with his mother. Must be the moonshine. They're nuts. No offense. But I want to find this other video. My dog's going to give me a minute here. I mean, he was just out. I swear, they wait for me to go live to do everything. Now, this is another video he did. This was 2 weeks after this one. But I want to make sure his music don't play because I don't want to get...
Take one.
My name is Andre Jean-Pierre. I live in Lakewood, California. At home, I have my lovely fiance, Jen.
But I do want to back it up. I'm not...
Like, how the fuck did he write this during this horrible, shitty fucking my life? Because once again, this is a documentary we're doing here, buddy.
See,
plus, I like to show what I'm actually going through and what's going on in my...
That he started all this so that he could document what it's like to build his career, what it's like to be, as he puts, famous and rich. And, you know, he said, I did it to show all sides of it, not just what most of the stars put out there. And he's been doing it, and he sure showed it all, let me tell you. I believe you're very angry, but I also do believe that it's hurting you, because I can see it in your eyes. And this last video you just did really, and that's why I'm doing this live, because honestly, it tugged at my heartstrings. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, none of this with the parents should have been on YouTube. Just my opinion, though. But I get that you're doing this docu-series, whatever you're calling it, on your real life. But I don't know. I just think some things don't need to be out there for everybody to see. And the videos, I don't know. I wouldn't be making a video on YouTube accusing my son of being on DURGSs and all kinds of other things. I just wouldn't. But that's just me. Okay, do you have a project manager, though? I mean, because you really did put a lot into that house. You didn't have a project manager to oversee all that? Because, Ryan, you're only one person, and you're putting out your music and making your videos, your music videos, and I'm assuming you're touring somewhere. I mean, why would you not have a project manager to handle stuff like that? I'm, you know, and you know what money's being spent where. Oh.
There's huge spots in the wall that has no insulation in it whatsoever. Nothing. Just paper thin fucking drywall. It's junk. It's built. I don't know where all the money went that I paid for the house to be built, but it's in somebody's motherfucking pocket. It is. It's not in the house. My upstairs bedroom is cracking in half.
You know, and I kind of believe that he wouldn't go cheap like that, because if you watch any of his videos with the money he puts into stuff, I just don't understand why he didn't have a project manager overseeing a job of that magnitude. That's a big job. And usually when you're redoing a house and you got money like he does, you have a project manager to make sure things like that don't happen. But that's just my opinion.
Half.
I'm going to go to this next video. This is about the money stolen from him for 2 houses that so far he's found supposedly that were purchased in his name and then given to someone else. What is going on with this computer? Oh. Trying to dodge that thunder. No, you're not striking me today, Ryan.
The show at the Municipal, one of the best nights of my life. You sang on stage with me, dude. The song is called Fallin'. And it's about picking up people in time of need, not stealing from them.
Okay. YouTube is really acting funny. It's not really cooperating. I don't know what's going on. Narcissistic hate. Yeah. The dog whining is far better than listening to Potato or LB. His Creek Squad were threatening people over the Rodney case. Pretty bad threats. And if you critique him in certain chats, they will jump all over you. And some have stalked people. Wow. Wow. Bubba, will you please lay down? Come on, Bubs. I know you're spoiled, but what is going on with this screen? Okay, let's go.
How you gonna sit here and tell me with my money?
Okay, I'm
You
starting this over at
this
the
house
beginning.
and did not know about it?
Come on,
You broke? You know what's going on?
Okay,
Yeah,
now
you
this
know,
is how
let me
the
let you in on a
house-
little
the
speck
house-
of my life. This big, huge house right here. Did you know that I bought this house and did not know about it? This house was bought 8 days after my sold out show at the Municipal
Okay, not you.
with my money. Do you know how much this house was? $500,000 was taken out of my account by a family member. This house was hidden from me.
She quick signed it over to me to try to keep it out of her name so he wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, and you did have at least knowledge that she was keeping this stuff away from Ryan.
Yeah, she told me not to tell him about it,
Okay.
and that's why she signed it over to me to keep it out of her name.
This house for you guys?
Yeah, we didn't know it was your money, brother.
Bought with my money. I was told I was broke and low on money and need to be better. Do you have a problem? Are you on drugs?
Okay. He did go research a couple of the houses, and like I said, he's put these out. If this really happened, there's going to be a paper trail. There's a paper trail when you buy a house. Anytime you transfer a deed, there's a paper trail. So
This piece of paper that says I own this house I just found out about.
What
is that about?
Recording where that person said that she did everything she could to try to keep her name off of it. This is from Upchurch's channel.
I mean, my own mom? Really?
Now look at his face. I'm sorry, but you can see the hurt. You can.
No, you're not my mom.
Lay down. I'm going to put you in the house. Lay down.
You're nothing to me. I don't ever want to see you again. I don't ever want to talk to you.
Ryan, you don't mean
I
that.
want nothing to do with you ever again. You're Patty.
That, dude.
And you're also a piece of shit. How you gonna sit here and watch me bust my for the past 7 years to provide for you and my family? Our family, my brothers. And steal from me and hide it from me? I had to read a strand of text messages earlier, y'all. That was my mom texting somebody else. Being like, hey, can you pick me up and take me to the bank so I can hurry up and get this money out before they spend it?
I don't know. Sorry, I was muted. Sorry about that. I'm muted because of the dog. But I think there's some truth being told and there's not some truth being told. But if you look in his eyes at the very beginning of this, you can actually see the hurt. I really do believe this is hurt. I don't think he should be saying the stuff he's saying about his mom because he doesn't mean that. That's your mom, Ryan. No matter how you spend it, no matter what you do, she will always be your mom. And be thankful you still have one, dude. And I hope you all work this out, but let's get back into it. In the meantime, we're going to use it for content. Thank you. But let's go.
Before I spend my own money? What? I let my mom and my brothers live with me. I ended up...
Want to make the switch to Shopify
Oh,
and
are
keep
you
all of your
kidding me?
business
And I
critical
can't do
data?
anything about the
No
ads.
problem. Sign up for a free trial at Shopify.
Sorry, people.
Buying them houses. Mom, you lived with me. I bought you a house of yours. And then what? And then I go do the show at the municipal?
And that's one thing that his family can't deny. He's been very generous with them all.
One of the best nights of my life? You sang on stage with me, dude. The song is called Fallin'. And it's about picking up people in time of need, not stealing from them. How you gonna sit here and tell me, oh, well, you have a spending problem? No, you do!
You make the money if you want to spend it, you can.
How you gonna buy two $500,000 houses and not tell me?
Ouch.
You are so fake. You're so fake.
That was anger. But ouch, that's a lot of money. And he is very generous with his money. But it's his money.
This is why none of y'all would hang out with me lately. This is why things have been the way they've been. I don't ever ask for nothing. I asked to have bonfires with people. My family. I just want to sit around a fire and talk. This is why y'all haven't talked to me in so long. Y'all been out fake balling, buying $500,000 houses with money I've busted my for, and then turn around and tell me that I need to slow down on spending when I'm literally buying chocolate milk and dip. You've sat there and you've watched me be an independent artist, which means I have to work harder. Not only that, I started out as a country dude who raps. That's even harder. Then when you're good at it, then everybody wants to attack you for being good at it. You've seen that too. You've seen people lose court cases with me and take up so much time and so much of my money, and me not never make the money back just from faulty trying to sue me. You were literally sitting there rubbing my back being like, it'll be okay, baby. As you're stealing from me.
And he has been involved in some court cases, and he's won some. That's big words, Ryan. That's big words to use.
And trying to hide it. Not to mention what happened 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I needed a spot for a studio. Mine was being remodeled. The other house I bought her, she's like, oh yeah, honey, don't worry. You can move all your stuff into here. All your studio stuff, your instruments, everything. I did. I got a call from a random person. They said, Mr. Upchurch, are you going to come get your stuff out of this house? I said, what are you talking about? They said, well, we bought this house with all your in it.
Wow.
Luckily for myself, the people who bought the house had no idea.
Whoa. Wow. If that really happened, wow.
They let me come get my stuff. They were normal people with morals, people that cared about stuff. So they looked around. They knew something was up. So they let me come get. He said, well, what about this car in the garage? I said, what car? He's like, oh, this car back here. I said, well, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, yeah, come on. We go out back. He opens this garage. There's a T-top Trans Am in there, like a Smokey and the Bandit one. That I don't know about. I'm too busy working.
Wow. Wait a minute. So you're telling me you didn't know your mom was selling
While I've been here.
The house you bought her. You moved up your studio in there, set it all up, and then she went ahead and sold it and took everything but your stuff and this car? Okay.
In court. Having to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to what? To win the court cases? Because everyone knew I was going to win these court cases.
No, you did win them.
But while I'm busting my to pay all of our bills, while I'm busting my to pay my lawyer, also people, dude, I came out of your body, dude.
Look at his face.
I don't care.
Yes, you do. Look at his eyes. Yes, you
Anybody that associates with you, if it's family or not. You know the bad thing? I'm not even hurt.
Yes, you are.
I'm not even sad.
Yes, you are.
Look at all this you've been through. This was the cherry on top, bud.
Ryan, all you got to do is look in your eyes when you say certain things, and you can see it. And it's okay. It is your parents. It is your family.
Patty,
No, that's your mom now.
you're dead to me.
That's not right.
Anybody who associates with you in our family is dead to me as well.
Wow. Dude, you're going to regret saying that. You're going to regret
I already
it.
felt like I didn't have a dad. You're all I've talked about. I thought the world of you, dude. I was always checking on you. What about all these times I asked you, do you need any money?
He can deny the hurt all he wants, but that's hurt. And you're going to regret those things you said, Ryan. You will.
No, baby, I'm good. Yeah, I bet you was.
Mm.
You wanted to do a song. I said, okay. I took you to do one. You wanted to sing on the stage. I brought you up there to sing on the stage. I was a mama's boy, dude.
Yeah, that you were. That you are,
You're not my mom anymore.
Ryan.
Don't
Dude,
ever talk to me again.
don't say that.
I want nothing to do with you.
Mm.
And as far as my so-called dad goes, dude, there's a reason why I don't stand around that guy. You know why that is? Because no other men respect him. I demand respect and I give respect to people.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Sorry, guys. I'll get you on.
Nobody in this town respects Ronnie Upchurch. They all think he's a joke because he is. It don't take a genius to look around at our family and see who the level-headed and alpha male is. It's not you, dog. It's not. It's never been. It never will be. I mean, look what you do on the internet.
Yeah, there's been a long history of this with his dad. In his next video, which is a short one, it's gonna explain what he's saying here. But Ryan, I really think you're gonna regret the things you're saying. I just do.
You see the comment he left the other day? He said, I'm going to sue you and make an Instagram and talk about you to my fans.
Yeah, his dad did make that comment.
Everyone who read that, you deleted it, but I still have it. Here it is right here.
There it is. Let me stop in here. I'll read the comment to you. You are so wrong. I'm going to start a Instagram and shed some light on your poor childhood. You're 31 effing years old. Start acting like it. The next time you say something about me that's not true, we will be in court. And I don't need your money. I'll give it all to my fans. Now, this is his dad saying he has all these fans. His mom does the same thing. There's two sides to every story. And then there's the truth. And it says, he's going to give it all to his fans. Go ahead and make a joke that I don't have fans. I promise you, I will after the first post I make. You better remember who taught you the better part of what you know. I never dreamed I could ever listen to one of my kids be so ignorant. Wow.
Did you read what you typed? He read the post that I made on Instagram. And he says he never would have dreamed he could listen to one of his kids be so ignorant. Did the caption make a noise? Because that's reading it, not listening to it. Your comment literally said, I'm going to sue you if you talk about me. And then your next sentence was, I don't need your money. What are you suing for? Okay, oxygen? You don't need my money, huh? That would be great. We'd probably have a better relationship. Probably not. But you don't need to tell me that you don't need my money. I know you need it. That's why you've called me to pay your back taxes. That's why you've called me before to pay your workers that you couldn't pay on Friday. That's why you asked me to sponsor your race car. Those things all involve money. Yeah.
Yeah,
I am a millionaire.
Money has a lot to do with this. It really sad, but money's not all that. Not when it comes to ruining families. But to say you have fans, you're not the singer, the songwriter. Your son is.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't really care about money like that.
That's cool.
I care about things money can't buy.
Yeah.
I've tried to have normal times with my family and just hang out with them because, time is the most valuable currency. These people don't want that from me. Well, my wallet's not in my pocket. See, I don't even know where my wallet is. I was going to pull it out and be like, this is what they want, but I don't know where my wallet is. You know what? This ain't bad for me, though.
Yes,
this is good. Because I'm about to become the baddest in music, bro. Watch.
He's going to play music, so I don't want to play that. And then there's comments here. I rarely speechless, but shit, man, my own mother. And then the comment goes, I don't know how this stuff works, but how do people have access to your money? He responds because they was a family member. I let him have, wow, he doesn't type right. I let them have a job in my company, and their position was accounting. Also, this is only one house. There's more I just found out about. I don't want to play the music because I don't want to. Let me see if I can go through some more. Okay, he's going to play music with the rest of this, I think, and I don't want to get in trouble for it. So we'll take a break here and talk for a minute, and then I'm going to play this final video of his, which it's really, I just seen some sadness in this video. Hey, Nikki. I don't think he has any true feelings for anyone. Yeah, well, you can see it in his eyes. I don't even know what to think there. I'm going to talk to you guys while I try to find this other video. I saved it to my save list, but nothing is saved. So, but it was this last one, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Let me go to my channel. Go to save videos. No. I want to go to save videos.
There's huge spots in the wall that has no insulation.
I don't want to play that.
There's huge spots in the wall that has no insulation.
No, come on, YouTube, stop. Not stopping starting these videos. That's not what I want to do either.
This video is for you, my son, who I love to the day I die. We're going to call you Crying Ryan. 31-year-old Crying Ryan. since you will not answer the phone, you will not answer a text message,
And
you
this is
will not
one
come on
Shotgun
my
Saint
side of the
channel as
fucking
well.
river, stores that you visited every day, you ain't been in them since you started running your mouth. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You're my son, and I fucking love you. Call it tough love, call it whatever you want. I am fucking sick of these goofy motherfuckers texting my daughter, messaging my wife, sending me fucking 500 messages a day. The goofy motherfucker, Uncle Will, you sorry son of a bitch. If your balls are big enough to drive to Pegram to get this bobcat, I would love to see your toothless ass come get it. I really would. I would actually love to know where you live. I might just take a vacation there. You goofy, stupid, ignorant, dirty son of a bitch.
Wow, dude,
Now, I
that's
hate
your,
to get on here and act like this, but folks,
dude, that's your
some
son.
of you people I just don't get. I consider you the 2%ers. I know Patty was mad.
Dude, that's your son. I get that you're angry at him, but that's your son.
When she called everybody something, I don't even know what she called them. I work every day. I work. I've got kids to raise. Yeah, I don't really do the internet. But I'm telling you, this shit is going to come to an end or somebody's going to get hurt. And Ryan, if anybody fucks with your sister like they're threatening they will, and I can't get my hands on them, son, I love you, but I will get my hands on you. You know how I roll. Yes.
Oh, where'd that video go?
This video is for you, my son, who I love till the day I die. We're going to call you Crying Ryan. Do the internet. But I'm telling you, this shit is going to come to an end or somebody's going to get hurt. And Ryan, if anybody fucks with your sister like they're threatening they will, and I can't get my hands on them, son, I love you, but I will get my hands on you. You know how I roll, yes, old motherfucker.
Okay. I don't agree with putting his sister or anybody in this. And I do believe that there's fans that will threaten him or threaten them and his dad and even his mom. Some fans go full on psycho. But
I am an old redneck. Them songs you write are like you're telling my fucking story of the way I fucking grew up. You didn't grow up like that. You don't even know what a fucking real redneck is. You never had your ass beat down and your head stomped into the pavement by a motherfucker that didn't give a fuck if he killed you or not.
And from
You
what I understand,
motherfuckers smack
you.
each other a couple times and y'all call it a fight. Now, I'm telling you, I am fucking sick of the goddamn bullshit. Nobody stole a fucking bobcat from you. You gave the motherfucker to me after Robert robbed you of $3,000 that he's supposed to put in it. You were so fucking aggravated, you told me to take it. The same fucking time you told Tubbs to keep all the attachments because you didn't want the bobcat anymore. I told you I would fix it, and any time you needed it, it was be mine and yours. I've spent around $6,000 on it. It actually needs about $6,000 more dollars worth of work done to it. I've been trying to do it myself. All you had to do is call and say, Dad, I need to borrow the bobcat. I would have brought it to you. I had no reason not to.
Are y'all really fighting
You make
over
a video
Are
saying
you really doing
that
this
me
over
and
a damn bobcat? Are you kidding? Okay.
your mom were going to put you in a conservative ship or something like that.
What was the plan between y'all? I mean, besides the conservative ship that 3 witnesses overheard.
I've not told your mom I would do any fucking thing to you. Now, I did get a phone call that told me some crazy shit that you were saying and doing on Adderall. The kind of shit that does get people admit it. for their own safety. But look at me. I've never told anybody I would put you in a conservatorship. I'm not even sure what that really is. I've worked for every fucking thing I got, except a couple of cars and a truck that you gave me. If you want the fucking cars and trucks.
That's not totally true, but I'm not saying you don't work. I'm sure you do. You have your own business. But, okay.
Please come and get them. Please. I don't need any of it. I come from nothing. I've worked for every fucking thing I got. I raised your goofy ass. You know what I've been through raising you. And you want to treat me the way you're treating me?
But according to Ryan and his aunt and others, that wasn't the case. I don't know. But dude, you're wrong. I get you're hurt and angry. But this should not have been brought. You should have not done this interview. You should have not done these videos. Go directly and speak to your son. He is your son. That's why people are thinking that this is all being done for publicity, because then he drops new songs. Because of this stuff. Oh, let's fast forward a little bit.
I did get a phone call that told me some crazy shit. I raised your goofy ass. And the thing you're saying about Billy's house.
Ronnie is acting like they're all clueless. Like, what is he? Why is he living in that house? Because I bought it and gave it to him.
I don't give a fuck what you give away. I don't. I don't understand it. How in the fuck do you give away a house you got $1 million in and Ghost Ranch ain't paid off? How in the fuck do you give Robert houses? And I don't know, I'm going to take a wild stab at this, but you've given Robert, and not it's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with what you give Robert.
Then why are you talking about it?
He's your best friend. Yeah, he's your best friend, all right. Y'all to hear the stories that we hear by multiple people. He's your best friend. You just keep that in the top of your head.
Well, maybe y'all need to.
You talk about.
Maybe, just maybe, y'all need to quit answering the phone and listening to these people and go directly to each other. Because you do care about what he's doing because you're talking about it. And then you're going to mention here about how he should buy his sister and his brother's houses as well. So, I don't know.
Me bitching because you give Billy a house? You should have gave fucking Billy a house before you gave Robert one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got brothers. You talk about my brothers. My brothers, they get anything they want. Well, you know what? You got two fucking brothers that still don't have a house. That'll do anything for you. But you're going to give Robert a house who has talked about you like a dog behind your back. Don't deny it, Robert. You know it's fucking true. There's all kind of people that was just talking the other night at the party that you fucking got drunk and started bad-mouthing Ryan and the way he spends his money. Right?
But at the end of the day, it's none of y'all's business what he does with his money. He's the one that earns it. It's his money. I mean, let's be for real. But why are you listening to people talking about your son like that in the first place? Why aren't you shutting it down?
Week I worked on Ryan's house that I didn't fucking build, by the way. We did the paint and drywall. You know, I worked for people like Alan Jackson, Tim McGraw, Darryl Waldrop, the Mandrell sisters, Johnny.
Usually when you work for people of that statute, you sign NDAs. You wouldn't be able to even mention that you do. So I don't know. I don't know. I just know when you work with someone like that, there's usually these NDAs involved. You don't talk about it. You don't mention their names. I don't know.
Cash. These are the houses we work on. I get no complaints. I've been in business for 28 years this year.
So
28 years. Only started advertising last year.
The drywall and stuff. On his house? Interesting.
The people I work for love me.
Mm-hmm.
I've met so many people in this city. I don't need you.
But you've used
Don't
your son's
need you.
name.
I was
Do
blessed the day you showed up for Father's Day and said, come with me. I need you to go with me somewhere. I didn't even feel good that day, but I thought you needed my help. You drove me to Two Rivers Ford. I said, what are we doing here? You said, I'm buying you a new truck. I've never done anything for you, and I've done for everybody else, and I want to buy you a truck. We argued over it. I told you I didn't need a new truck. I didn't want a new truck. We drive back home in the dually Ford that you had bought, and when we got in the driveway, you said, Dad, this is your truck. I want you to have it. I mean, I'm going to tell you, man, who does that for somebody? You know, you made me cry. I don't fucking cry. It just was like a blessing. Like, you know, like you raised your son right. And when you raise somebody right, they grow up and be a productive human being. And on that subject, the first 5 or 6 years you've done this music thing, I've been so fucking proud of you, dude. When you go see kids in the hospital that are dying and their last request is to meet you, that's fucking awesome. Awesome. When you find...
Then why are you doing this video? I'm trying to make sense out of it all. I get it. You sound like a dad who's very angry and very hurt. But you shouldn't have brought it to social media. And it does seem to be a lot about the money, because it's money, 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 money. House is this, house is that. You shouldn't have did this. You should have did that.
The guy freezing to death with his dog outside a store, and you fucking stop what you're doing and drive across town to get him a fucking customized van and give him money and make sure his dog's got what he needs. That's fucking awesome. When you stay after shows, and I've watched you do it for 4 or 5 hours, signing autographs and meeting every fucking individual. Who does that? That's fucking awesome. But something has happened along the way. You went from smoking weed, that there ain't nothing wrong with that. Anybody out here that hates me for that, I'm sorry. You know, I just don't feel like there's a problem with people smoking weed. But somewhere along the line, you had to dabble in shrooms, your own words. You had to dabble in coke, your own words.
Whoa.
You know where the shit leads you. Ever since you've talked about shrooms and cocaine, you look like a crazy person on the internet.
Why?
You don't have to say I don't do dope. People can watch your videos and see that you're high as fuck. Anybody that's been around dope for a little bit can look at you and tell that you're on dope. And this is a rant, dude. I'm at work. I'm tired of fucking getting all the text. And the text to me, I can handle, because it's just weak-minded punks that think they know something that they don't fucking know. You come out of that courthouse waving that blank piece of fucking paper.
Boys.
You're at a courthouse that you don't even go to for something like that. Saying if the fucking Bobcat ain't back in 2 hours.
Okay. I want to move on because his dad's going to rant on and on and on. Yes, I'm live, baby. I want to go on to the next video. Ryan's response to all this. There it is. Okay. I'm going to pause it though for a minute, guys.
Some see me.
What happened to my video? Okay. taking me a minute. I had it, and then it left. Let me go back. All right, mommy's online.
Here's one thing you need.
Okay. Let's talk about that for a minute. That was a lot. His dad went on and on and on and on and on, and it was just too much for me. Because he started getting into some things that, and I get that he's angry and hurt as a dad. Sadly, that is pretty typical swamp muppet backwoods inbred Hitchville day-to-day stuff up brought to social media. Yeah, I just don't understand why it was brought to social media. I want to play this so we can talk for a bit because there's some things I want to talk about, but I don't know if it'll let me fast forward through the ads.
Need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch the.
Didn't think that me and Luce was gonna figure it all out and fix it. So when they detached with all,
YouTube. I just don't want to play any of his music.
it never has.
This is Ryan's.
It was about making my family
This was Ryan's final video that he just did the other day about all this. So yeah, here goes.
proud. All I ever wanted was a regular mom and dad who fucking rooted for me and just was proud and happy of what I've done. That's all. And if I'd have known that money and fame would have done this to him, I mean, fuck, dude, I'd have gave him all the money. I'd have gave him everything just to, be regular mom and dad, but
Just watch his face.
but that's just not the card I was dealt. And that's okay. Hey, man, look, somebody's got to be built for this shit, you know what I mean? It's just a weird thing, to think about. Like, I can't imagine being a parent and, doing anything bad to my kid. Especially when it comes to something so non-important and replaceable as money and material things. You can't replace, people who birthed you. And people can say, oh, it'll be okay. You'll get over it. Hey, yeah, I will. And, I'm actually good now.
No, you're not, Ryan.
I'm good.
No, you're not. Because I see it in your face. I see the anger and I see the hurt. I see it with all of you. You all need to sit down and talk about this and work this out because this is not the answer. But dude, all you got to do is look at you and you can see that you're bothered. I don't truly believe this was totally for a publicity stunt at this point. Is it getting
coping with everything? I'm good at keeping my mind busy, as my grandpa used to say, piddling. But it's still one of those things where it's like, damn, bro, like just because money, that's it. That's all it took you to fold was money. Not only that, dude. I mean, it's something I was already giving you, bro. Like what? Bro, when you come from what I come from, and you become everything that people said you wouldn't, even one of your own parents, and then you turn around and give them whatever they want. Money, cars. But see, that's the thing. Like, from my dad's side of things, bro, that dude didn't tell me he loved me until I was rich.
Wow.
You know? He was never proud of anything I ever done until I got rich. Then he loved me. Love you,
Wow.
son. I remember the first time he said it, bro. I was in my mid-20s. And I was just like, what? Made me feel weird, you know?
And to me, that's very telling because I really think he's telling the truth here. But it's just my opinion, you know. I get that Upchurch has done his thing, but yeah, this is hurt.
But I was happy about it. I was like, oh shit, whoa. He actually loves me, bro. No. Money.
The
Money.
root of all evil.
Gross, bro. Gross. Like, look, this ain't no back and forth yelling, screaming shit now. This is like some serious ass adult real life shit. And some people ask, why do you continue to talk about this? Well, I'm finding out new stuff. I'm putting more things together, you know. I haven't smoked weed or nothing in fucking, I don't even know, a week and a half. I've just been contemplating, figuring out, you know, trying to understand, but there's no point in understanding. The phrase, it is what it is a true thing. This is the perfect example. Not only that, once again, documentation of my life, bro.
There you go with the documentation of your life again. Ryan, some things don't need to be documented on YouTube. And this is one of them. Talk to your family. Be thankful. Your parents need to talk to you. You need to talk to them. Take money out of the equation.
There's kids somewhere that feel the same way and don't know how to deal with it. Hey, they're gonna watch this video and be like, well, shit, if he can do it, I can do it. But anyway, back to the family shit. When on your dad's side, he never even showed affection until you got rich. And on the other side, you know, my mom half-assed supported me, you know, also called the cops on me and shit when I was younger, but for the most part supported me up until having a bunch of money. So you have one that never supported you and then one that half-assed supported you. You know, you as the son both covering for them because, you know, they are the way they are. And with family, you're supposed to, you know, watch out for them. Make sure people don't think they're stupid. You know, make sure no one talks about them, says nothing bad about them. That's love, bro. Has nothing to do with no criminal shit. It's just, you know, simple things. But when you're covering for their stupidity and their embarrassment, and then they're also, well, first off, they hate each other half my whole life. Ask anyone who knows me. And then back to the whole, my dad never supported anything and literally acting like he fucking hated me until I was rich. Ask anybody that's known me from high school, bro. Find them on Facebook. Ask them. They'll tell you the truth. That's a hometown person that won your.
I've seen him say this over the last few years. It's not the first time this stuff has been out there. And apparently his parents had a really bad breakup. It was a really messy divorce. And he was raised with his mom constantly telling him she hated his dad and how bad he was. And from what I do understand, he did spend a good bit of his time with his grandparents. This is just a whole mess.
Probably not going to answer from. Two, if you do, they're going to tell you the truth, bro. Because they know how I am around here. And if you ask me personally, bro, I think now all these characters in my family, and even ones that's not in my family, these outer people who've been brought in by my family, and even some reaction pages I found out about, by the way. You know, we'll get into that another time.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
They're all brought in for a reason. And some were kicked out of my life because they were actually...
I don't know about other reaction pages, but I wasn't brought in for any reason. I came in because I've been hearing nothing about, oh, Ryan this, Ryan that, his poor parents. There's always two sides to every story. And I wanted people to see the hurt in your face and in your eyes.
Good people. Like Ripta and Felicia. Now it's obvious that whatever the fuck happened there was not true between Patty and them. But what does Upchurch do? Took my family side. Not necessarily took a side, but, you know, took into consideration what they were saying and how they were feeling when I shouldn't have.
It's your family, it's your should have.
But that's just because I'm a down-ass motherfucker and loyal to my family. But look how loyal they are to me. Everybody's got eyeballs. Everybody's got ears. I'm trying not to cuss because I'm keeping it, like, professional, but both of my parents are full of shit. They're both full of shit. What is the common motive with both of them? Money.
Yeah, money does seem to be playing a big part of this. Because for not caring about what he does with his money, they sure had opinions on what he was doing. Well, I guess as a parent, you have that right. And that's what I think you're missing.
That's not a theory. That is true. My dad didn't tell me he loved me till I was rich. Now he you know, I really want this car. I need this Bobcat. I need this tractor. I need this race trailer. I need a sponsor. Hey son, can you bring me a check? Hey son, can you bring me a check? Hey yo son, love you and shit, but can you bring me a check? Well, I quit giving him checks. Now look, he magically has a fucking YouTube and an Instagram.
And fans.
And he thinks people want to know his side of the story. Anybody with common sense who talks to people on a regular basis can listen to it and plainly see that he's...
This is sad. This is just sad. That a family is putting this all out there. It's just sad.
He's not really someone who tells the truth. Petty as well. Motive, money. I mean, I don't even have to say what all she's done. You guys know. I mean, you've been watching it. The houses, the bank accounts, all that, money. Well, they've hated each other for, since I was 4. I'm 32. Finna be 32. I mean, after all this time, now they're best friends and have a good relationship. Real good one. Man, something is so wrong with our son, everyone. Please help. Do you think people that follow me are stupid? They're not. They know what you're trying to do. I know what's trying to be done. They're trying to kill the connection between what I think matters and myself. What matters to me is the people who listen to my music. The kid in the trailer park that has nobody to talk to that can get inspired by a song of mine that he relates to. Those are the things that matter to me. Those things show out in public. All these people that I meet and, talk to their kids and sign hats and stuff, bro, it's on Facebook. It makes their day. It makes my day that it makes their day. Because I get to read this stuff afterwards. That's why I like reaction channels.
You like reaction channels? Then why do you try to strike me so much? I don't know. Don't strike me then. Because I'm just trying to show some of what you're saying. Because I've seen enough of what everybody else has had to say. I wanted to see some of what you had to say.
since they're about to not get what they think they're gonna get, they're gonna try to hit me where it hurts. One, it's not gonna work. But two, that's me and the people who watch me. So what are they gonna do? Go to extreme lengths to alter the perception of me to the ones who actually love me. And those people are maybe people I haven't even met that are watching this video. But folks who've actually been watching me for years and have grown to know me, really, and care for me, the ones who've met me in public, the ones who have come stayed at my house. Hell, I got father and sons here right now.
Well, that is, you do have a lot of fans, Ryan. You do. And you have been very generous with a lot of people. But this is family. This isn't friends or fans. This isn't YouTube. Dude.
Become some of my best friends. So yeah, this shit is real. What I strive for is real between me and the people who listen to my music. That's what I care about. Since they're not getting what they care about, they're gonna try to ruin what I care about. And that's not gonna happen. Because everybody who is a common, everyday, normal motherfucker knows who's lying and who ain't lying. They ain't no basement dwelling fucking psycho weird motherfucker on YouTube at 2 a.m. dancing around to witchcraft and wizardry, bro. These are people who make ends meet to feed their family and people who bust their ass to pay their fucking light bill.
Amen to
Just
that.
like myself. And you know what? The people that follow me don't like lazy bums who try to rob motherfuckers.
Let's stop for a minute. Okay, he's gonna go on. I don't know. I just no, as far as I know, no, they've been broke up, then he was with someone else, then he broke up. YouTube keeps bouncing me out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I've had a lot of problems with YouTube today. I'm gonna there's a truth bomb. Yeah. He can deny all he wants, but this is hurting him and this is bothering him. And he can say that it's not. And do I think in the beginning maybe some of it was for, like I said, publicity because he was dropping new music? Maybe. But I think it's gone far beyond that. But, that's just my opinion. And I do think that he's hurt. This is almost done.
So they can get ahead. This group of people does not like that. And I know that. So I'm not really worried about anything. And I shouldn't be. Everybody wants to be like, oh, we got dirt on him. Dirt on him. It's been 10 fucking years. Where the fuck is it? It's been 10 years. I've had this fucking career. Where is it? Nowhere. Because it don't exist, dude.
Well, you do everything pretty much out in the open. I give you that much.
Because usually motherfuckers in my position do got dirt on them somewhere. Not this one motherfucker. I do what I say I do. It shows. Look where I'm sitting at. Those French.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm a 70-year-old motherfucker in a 30-year-old's body, bro. And I'm fucking proud of it. All these key people, all this plan they've been cooking.
Wow. Okay. He's gonna keep ranting, so we're gonna stop. I think they need to keep this off YouTube, and I think they need to work it out amongst themselves. Unfortunately, money is involved, and there's going to be, I believe, his mom is pursuing legal action behind this blue moon. But if he was the only talent on Blue Moon and he owned the company, I don't know how that's going to turn out. He's accustomed to being in the courtroom, though, apparently. But I give him credit because he did win a lot of that. But, dude, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're hurt. And in the beginning of this video, you could see the hurt and the pain in his face. And that's what I wanted people to see, not just see the other side of it. I feel for everybody involved, but I just don't think that his parents should have said the things they did on YouTube videos. And I don't think he should have either. And I know you haven't done one of your conspiracy theory lives in a while and stuff, but you need to make some stuff right, Ryan, with the stuff you have done. You really do. Because you've really put some stuff out there that shouldn't have been never put out there, in my opinion. But anyway, enough of Upchurch. I'm going to do some House of Williams because she's back to, as she states, in fact, I'm going to try to bring it up, that she's brought back her, but I might just come back and do that. But I really hope that Ryan and his parents do work it out. And I really hope it isn't about the money at the end of the day. But that's all they talk about. And, they don't care what he's doing with the money that he earns. But yet, then that's what his dad, well, you should have did this with the house. You should have bought this one a house. And Ryan has supported, that's one thing. He has been very, very generous. And he has supported his family all along. And I'm sure they've wanted for nothing. But he, all these rich and famous musicians and stuff, they have stalker fans. Come on, we know Molly Golightly's a stalker fan. I mean, she's still following a boy band around from the 90s. She still stalks the hell out of them and thinks she's something important to them, and they don't even probably know she exists. What are you doing? When are you doing the BHB raffle? She's getting ready to do another raffle, and as soon as she puts that out there, which is going to be soon, I'm coming out with it. Because people need to know about these raffles that she's not even supposed to be doing on YouTube to begin with. And she herself said YouTube told her no, but she shares it on her community post. She puts it in every video. But people need to know that these $1.99 t-shirts are what's up with all that, and about how other people have been scammed about them t-shirts. And come on, you tell me that's not a grift? She gave away one freaking $5 t-shirt for how much money? How many? She sold hundreds of dollars worth of tickets? Several $100s worth of tickets for a $5 t-shirt. Are you kidding me? That's insanity. I don't understand people even buying the tickets, but you're not even allowed to have those kind of raffles here in the state of Florida. Anyway, I did check into that, and that's why she's trying to skirt the law by using this third party. But in the end, I think it's going to come back to bite her. And what they need to do is do their own research on the phrases they're using, because some of those phrases are copyrighted. And if the people find out about it, they can come after Betty and whoever's making those t-shirts, which I know who's making them for her. I mean, she says who's making them for her. It's no secret. But, yeah, they need to be careful with the copyright stuff because, well, we all know Betty don't do no research. She uses everybody else's research and relies on it as fact when it's not, and never owns up to anything. But Mallory, Old House of Williams, I got some stuff with that one. She said she put out her St. Jude's videos because it was the best content, which she keeps saying. But then she went after Summer Wells again with that milk video. And she played the video during her live and doubled down on it and was mocking Summer and saying it's Summerfest and all this. Everybody has opinions on what happened with Summer, but nobody has facts. So therefore, the stuff she was saying was wrong. And I need to call her out on that. Because I should have put that in the thumbnail too. I didn't know if I was going to stay on this long. The copyrighted billboard on the cell site. Yeah. No spoilers. Dollar Tree shirts are $1.25. Not around here, and just going to clearance rack, but I don't know. I don't really shop there, but I do believe they are cheap shirts, and I do believe they made it. She made it. What's she doing with this money that she's making? She's not. She doesn't have anything to be any kind of a charity. What is there, a 501c? She don't have none of that stuff. I don't even understand how all that's legal. But like I said, she's using a third party because she knows she skirts. Betty tries to always skirt the law, but she doesn't even understand it all like she claims. And she's going to get caught up in this. It's coming. Also, William needs to stick to and leave victims alone. Yeah, I agree. I agree about House of Williams. But I probably should have put her in the thumbnail. She bought a 70-inch TV and brags. Yeah. But, yeah. That's another thing that I'm not crazy about either. I get people supporting creators. It's fantastic that people do. However, when you rub it in their faces like they do, that I have an issue with. And when you beg, in fact, the thumbnail I had for this that I was going to do for this with Mallory is about being a professional e-baker. Oh, she's live right now. Hills in the air playing cat and mouse with Bombshell. Mallory, you need to leave Hills alone. That's a tree you don't want to climb. Trust and believe. But she goes after Gina in this video. But this one, I wasn't going to go into this without the thumbnail, but I'm going to anyway. I don't want to play her intro because I don't want to get struck. All of these commercials. Commercials.
I just cannot get through the damn ball, John.
Okay. Now this, I did watch some of it, and I'm only going to play a little bit of it because it just says what she's doing with her content.
Hope this is a long live. We'll see. I don't know how long it'll be. Jabi, hello, my love.
Okay, she's going to go in here dry begging real bad. And she gets a lot of money this day. It just bums me, but I don't want to hear her say hi to everybody. It takes her a long time to get into her content.
And Rhonda just gave me $100 right out of the gate. Thank you,
Wow.
Rhonda. Jesus
How do
God.
you get
Come on,
subs like
people.
that?
Come on, people. Help a girl out. Follow Rhonda's lead.
How about get a job?
Come on, people.
You know?
Let's see. Listen. Is it Eileen Sideways? I love it. What a drag queen name. That's like a one-legged drag queen's name, right? Eileen Sideways. We've had some haters. I'm sure some of you have seen some of the haters come through the comment section. And I've left some of the haters up because I want you to see them.
Oh, you welcome that.
They're
welcome
coming.
that because it gives you attention. It draws attention to you and your channel. I'm still befuddled how people follow you and how you keep climbing. I don't get it. Especially after you did this.
Through and counting, they're trying to hate. And we're letting them hate. You look stunning tonight, Mallory. Do you think so?
No.
There's my Jagster. This channel is over here making money, counting money. Listen.
You're begging for money. You're a professional beggar.
We got shiny hair over here. Nice little curls going on. Nice little fresh look today. Listen, ain't nothing going on over here but the rent, baby. Come on. Anybody else want to put in that last little $20 to get us over that $200? Do I hear 10? Do I hear 10? There it is. Just got us to $200. Let's get some cupcakes, people. Let's get some pink shits. Let's get some pink sunglasses. $200 right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, people. That's not even counting. I don't even know if anybody sent us any Cash Apps or Venmos at this point in time. Thank you all so much. Welcome, everybody.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I probably never will. But she lives large off her followers, and you don't pay rent now. I mean, your own words have said it before. You live on your family's property in one of their houses. You just have to pay your utilities. You're doing quite well. I mean, you have a nice car. You do what you want to do on your followers, and I don't know.
Everybody, welcome. We're going to talk about some stuff today. I'm not going to disappoint. Today. We're going to talk about some finaglers in the neighborhood. We're going to talk about that dirty little girl over there. You remember that girl that used to come over here and hang out with us? You remember that girl who Oh, there's another $20, people. Look at all that color up on the board. It's like a big old rainbow. Of color. Hey haters out there. Hey haters. When I dream.
Mallory, I don't hate you. I just don't get it. I don't get the amount of money that you get on a daily basis. I don't get it. People will give you their last dollar. I don't understand it. I can't. I don't know. Just me.
I dream in color.
I don't want to hear you sing.
But I didn't do.
Oh, okay. We're going to do it now.
But I didn't do. I didn't put out a cattle call that I needed to that there's a funeral home holding a loved one's ashes, listen, ransom. You know what I mean? That doesn't even exist. There's another $1. Please, friends. I don't do nonsense like that. You know who does that? Alley cats. Low life alley cats digging the garbage cans, trying to make a quick buck. That's the kind of people that do that. And people that run with scammers. Run with those kind of folks. Other people that have been deplatformed for good reasons. Alley cats that run with people that make money off of their dying.
Now, what she's going to do in this video is she's going to admit she knew what she was doing when she put out that video about Molly. She knew exactly what she was going to do. And she knew exactly what the response was going to be because she knows Molly. I mean, for a long time, she put out videos about Molly, slamming her. And she set it up on purpose, in my opinion. But anyway, let's just
parents and stuff like that.
Gina Diamond.
Well, you learn from the people you're around. Over here, I try to set an example for people.
Example in what?
This particular girl, she was listen, we treated her well over here. We treated that alley cat well over here. We tried to set an example for that girl over here, that Gina girl, didn't we? Did we, Cuckoo Bee? Right? Thank you, Cuckoo Bee, for another $1. We did. We all tried to treat her well and set an example for her over here. We didn't play those games. We showed her how to treat an audience and treat one another over here.
You mean how to bake?
In turn, we showed her how eventually
how to dry bake, e-bake, whatever you want to call it. Okay.
One day she could possibly maybe make some money on the internet, and if she honed her skills and lived right on YouTube and treated people right, etc., etc., etc. But listen, she wanted to go a different direction. she thought, well, listen, if that MGL girl can make money like that in these shady ways and make money off of dead people and dying people and family members and all this other.
Mallory, that's it. You've done that. How are you any different? You've tried to be pimped off of a lot of victims and their families. Yeah, including Wells, your big cash cow.
Horse shit, right? Pre-deceased people before they even expire, and then make another round of money after they die. Listen, like I said, it's booger behavior, booger channels. It's all that stuff.
Booger behavior, booger channels. But you supported these booger channels and booger behavior as long as it was good for you. But your views were way down. You weren't getting the dollars from your followers. You knew by coming out with this crap about Molly exactly what it was going to do. And it did exactly what you knew it would do. And then it actually went further than that because you were, I believe, surprised at how many channels decided to have you up on panel. And, yeah, not me. Because you're not changed. You never will change.
There's another $10. There's another $10. Thank you, Cuckoo Bee. We showed love, nothing but love. That's all we did. We can only encourage people. Almost $250, people.
Wow.
$250. Thank you so much. Somebody said, all your people have left you and you're not even going to get any super chats anymore. That's what some of the haters have been saying. I'm like, I don't know what windows you all are looking at over here at the House of Williams. I don't understand. Because my analytics and my whole thing is saying something different. My channel is still growing over here, right? I've got a huge channel with nothing but content. My subscriberships.
Number one, you don't have a huge channel. Okay. A huge channel is Without a Crystal Ball, Sherelle's World, or even Upchurch's channel. I mean, they have hundreds of thousands of followers. You don't have a huge channel. And I don't get it.
They're still increasing over here. My video counts are still increasing. My daily view counts on my channels are still increasing.
No, they're not.
I don't understand.
No, they're not.
And here I am.
When you did the whole Molly thing for that 4 or 5 days, you were getting 7, 8, 9,000 views and 10,000 views. But that didn't last, did it, Mallory? You're back down to your normal amount of views. You were tripling your views there for a minute going for Molly. And that's why you reinvigorated your St. Jude's video. And that's why you went back after mocking Summer Wells. Mallory. Let's tell the truth here. Because we can look on your channel and see how your views are. You get views. I give you that. But you know you got triple the views because of the drama and the crap you pulled.
I'm 10 minutes in, and I've already made $250. And I'm receiving nothing but love from my Howies. I don't understand. It's business as usual over here. And I'm sure by now I probably got some Venmos or some cash apps that I don't even know came through yet. But as soon as I'm aware, I'm going to let people know, hey, I received your cash app. Thank you so much. Right? Not to mention the people that catch this show after it's no longer live. They're gonna send me a couple. Shit. She never do nobody. Because she just didn't care enough. Cuckoo P, another $20. Thank you. That message just done by Cuckoo, but you know.
Am I missing something? I don't get it.
Oh, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it after this. I love you, Cuckoo. Thank you. Listen, I thought we were gonna have a $200 chat tonight. And here we are. Clearly we're entering the neighborhood of $300 on a Sunday night. So it's very possible that I could wind up with a $300 chat tonight.
Wow. I believe you will. I don't get it, but I believe you will. I'm just happy to have people
20 to 30
listen.
minutes in. 20 to 30 minutes into my chat, I could end up with a $300 chat tonight. And you know what it all stems from? Absolute honesty and disgust. Disgust from people seeing what goes on in all these other channels.
Your St. Jude's video that you just said you re-uploaded and your Summer Wells milk video, that's honesty?
All these other people. And from all these other people constantly coming down in the House of Williams over the months, over the years. And clear messages are always being sent. When this happens, quite often people are reminded of what we do over here, of how we do business over here. Because when you see stuff like that unfold, people automatically say, you know what, Jesus, this stuff never happens at the House of Williams. House of Williams just does not do business like this. And my people are forever grateful for it. My people are forever grateful for it. And I'm so I'm grateful for the way that that I know as a human being to do people. We'll put it that way. We're gonna talk because she's an alley cat. You know, it's like alley cats are gonna do what alley cats do. Because the funeral home was holding those ashes basically ransom until the person could come up with the money. Now, I didn't even really know that was a thing. In my mind, I thought, listen, they just keep the people on ice. I mean, or in the morgue until somebody can, you know, I didn't even know they took a match to people until you paid. I mean, I ignorant that way. I didn't think they'd even perform the service until somebody paid. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is this scam is nothing new. Now, apparently, from what I'm figuring out, this is not Gina's first time running this scam. Apparently, there was another witness.
I'm going to come back and finish the Mallory stuff because I got to deal with my little one. But I am going to come back and I'm going to do a whole live on this Mallory stuff because she says a lot more. And then I'm going to show her live where she went again after summer, mocking her, calling it Summerfest, and doubling down on her milk video, which is disgusting to me. But when she says that she re-uploaded the St. Jude stuff, she only is doing that stuff because her views were down. Let's be honest. I mean, she always says honesty, this and that. No, she's honest about her e-bacon. I give her that. People know when they go in there. I mean, she's got subs that'll give her last dollar. I don't understand that. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, the school bus comes at 4, get the kids a snack. I'm going to go live again because I really want to do the Mallory stuff. And then I'm like I said, I'm waiting for BHB's new raffle. The Grift Talk by Mooley and BHB is Bake the Chat with Fake Donos and the sheep. Yeah, I question that about the donos too, only because the amount she's always saying. And I do know that she states she always has $100 thing that she wants to reach every day. I'm not gonna bait people. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Number one, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna get in on here and beg you guys for anything. I'm just not gonna do it. No matter what, I'm not gonna do it. And trust me, this last week has been a week from hell. And the next week don't look much better. But you know what? I'll get through it. That's what, you get through it. Mallory, there's a lot to say about this. And I really want to be able to wipe my mind clean of the Upchurch and just do a thumbnail so more people will want to see what Mallory's up to. Because a lot of people don't watch her. Please don't play her attempting to sing. I have innocent animals that hear that shit. It's cruel. Oh, T. Kelly, you crack me up. Yeah, the singing I can't. And she says she has music videos. I never watched one. Don't want to watch one. No, thank you. But does she really have songs that you can purchase? Oh God, I hope not. Christmas music or something? She said yes, dear. Okay, we'll go to that one. You're a big boy. You're 5 now. I'm coming. Go ahead. Oh my God, she's 5, and sometimes he's got to tell me everything he's got to do. But he's my baby. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming in. I'm going to come back. In fact, I'm going to do the thumbnail now and post it because I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to come back at 4:45 because I really want to go over this Mallory stuff. Because I don't think people should stop talking about the crap she does because nothing's changed with her. And by her doing the Summer Wells and the St. Jude's, come on. She's redone it because her views were not at 7 to 10,000 like she was getting off the Molly crap. That's exactly why she's done it. She don't give two craps about Summer or any kid at St. Jude's. It's all about views and money for her. But guys, thanks for coming in, and I will be back at 4:45. I'm going to set it up now. Thanks again, guys. Oh, and do me a favor. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.